Hello, beautiful Aries. This is Mary Ellen coming to you from Moonrise Cottage for your love reading and soul and soulmate. My guides are saying for September 1st through the 7th. And welcome to anyone who's new. It's really wonderful. I've been getting a lot of new subscribers. My channel is growing, and I appreciate all the love and support that I'm getting, all the messages. Love the comments, and thanks, of course, with unbounded gratitude to all of my early subscribers who've been with me all this time. And things begin to shift and change. If you don't know, I am an Aries rising, and I'm looking at the way the cards are sitting there, and I'm thinking, yep, that says it all. So my guides asked me to do a little differently. Before I forget, all the information about me is below. Look in the information box. Links about to my website. If you, as you know, I'm going on a great journey. I'm coming out to be in the world with you to plant some seeds and to ignite the tapestry that my guides have been talking about for going on 3 years now. So if you want to arrange a visit in your area, please contact me. Let me know right away because the map is creating itself, my guides are saying. Gender is fluid. Don't get stuck on that. Please see these messages in the widest way possible. Do me the service of sharing them on Facebook. I would appreciate that. I'm just a singularity. My guides are saying I'm a singularity. I have a hard time doing all this social media stuff. So feel free, please, to share. Always click the like button. It helps the YouTube algorithm beast know that I exist. So, gang, Aries, the spinner of growth. You're standing in your life like this in these moments. We just came through this powerful supermoon, a new moon in Virgo, earth energy. This is how your Aries radiant energy works through the earth energy season that we're in and reflects it in a sense. So you are the radiant energy of the sun, literally, in a quantum physics kind of way. If you think about your spectral signature on the tapestry, a friend of mine calls it the fractal. My guides talk about the tapestry because we're weaving those spectral signatures together. So you've developed into a place where you're standing as the tree in your own life, and you come into some type of seasonal maturity, of course, because we're in the end of summer here in the northeast of the United States anyways, northern hemisphere. And you're spinning out seeds now. You've taken in the energy from the universe, the sunlight, the air, the water, the rain, and you may be engaging with someone who's an air sign. Some of you will be, I think. Some of you will be engaging with an earth sign, very definitely. And some of you will be engaging with a water sign, right? Do you see all the energy, all the colors, all the whole spectrum, my guides are saying? So the way in which you send out your seeds depends on the people around you. Who is your quantum partner, your true love, your twin flame, your family members? Everybody that you come in contact. Ooh, my guys just said contract. Thank you, Spirit. Contract or contact with. Remember that about your being. You are radiance and you emit energy. So I love that the guides are here and the sun's just coming out. It's a cloudy day here, but the sun just beamed out. You're spinning out your seeds, Aries. While you are spinning in this moment, you are in I believe, a very high state of vibration. And we see this card about your love energy, the blank shield. And right below this, yin yang lover. Okay, that's what you're doing. And we see it reflected, 3 times. Okay, that's your energy going into the week. And that's what you have to offer. That's your being that you exist within this energy, the yin and yang, the spinner. And this week it's about growth, sending out seeds. So as this yin and yang of your own energy moves into and out of the different facets of itself, like this, my guides are saying, those are the things that are available to your lover and to your family, to your community. Be well aware of your energy this week because it's really important. I mean, it always is, but just take note, my guides are saying. And I love this. I think in the heart chakra, you are just pure energy, just pure energy. You're diving deep into yourself and you are just radiating and being the blank shield, the mirror, radiating energy out from your being. Okay, so let's just put these up here. This is what's going on. Come on, spirit. There we go. That's the love energy you have. Okay, that's what's on offer to those people around you. This is going to be the theme of your message. Your partner is in a deep state of transformation. They are literally having some sort of Kundalini awakening. I'm going to read about snake energy. It is the shamanic energy of shift and change. So while you are doing this, your partner is taking up the energy, having their own Kundalini awakening, because you are weaving into and out of, and you're making the energy available to your partner. This is happening in a conjoined way, but it's also independent of each other, right? Because any partnership, you have to follow, each has to follow their own path in order for the partnership to be available to both the Kundalini and the Yin Yang. So understand the energies that are going on. While they are having their transformation through snake energy, very powerful shamanic energy, it is bringing to them an eruption of light within their psyche, definitely within their heart, mind chakra. So, things are going to be intense this week. Clearly, I think if you breathe, my guides are saying just breathe into it. Breathe into the stillness of the motion. It's a very zen moment, if you will. There's a lot of motion. Okay, my guides want me to hold this up. There's a lot of motion. Look at that. Do you see that there's a woman and she's bending backwards into the wave of the motion? I love these illustrations. They're so fabulous. So you're both in movement while you're standing still, firm in your place, swirling the energy, still taking energy in from the universe, radiating it out. And this person going through their own yin yang cycle. So my guides have asked me this morning, do things a little differently, as you can tell. I'm responding to the best of my ability based on the understanding that they bring to me. I'm going to pick from the Mystical Shaman Oracle one card. They want one card right there, right in the middle, so that you can see. My guys just said, you and your sweetie. So you and your sweetie, whoever that is, it may be your best friend. I have a lot of quantum partners. I really do. I've been blessed with them, I think, because that's my destiny. And we mirror each other, all of us, each from a particular facet. So remember, could be somebody at work, could be somebody you meet in the park, could be anybody, okay? Time to really widen our vision. I am here to talk to you about your loved one, your beloved. All right, look, my guys want that. And look, oh, honeys, look, the beauty way. You see the dragonfly? So there we are. That's the shamanic energy that's drawing you together, or that the two of you are responding to, each in your own way. Thank you, Spirit. That's beautiful. So let's take a quick look at some of the books. When we're done, we might get into the little golden tarot. I'm going to pick a rune, one for you and one for them. My guys just said, pick one for the relationship, which I have not been doing. I like that idea. Thank you, Spirit. All right, let's see. I'm going to look at Eruption of Light just a little bit. I don't think we need to read about Yin Yang Lover because I think we get it, right? All right, so Eruption of Light. Your every prayer is a power-packed eruption of light, beamed into the divine presence. Some pray with fear or doubt, as though the prayer is not doing much at all. It is time for you to understand that prayer is powerful. It is divine action set in motion. Thank you, Spirit. Your power of divine prayer emerges from your heart and out through the power of your throat, whether you speak it or sing it or silently recite it within your own mind. Let your prayers be vocalized as feelings expressed into the divine source. You have the power to heal at your fingertips and very clearly because Snake is here. The oracle holds this message. Your words have more power than you may realize, and you have a special ability now to heal with words and to bring light where it is needed, and to uplift through simple kindness spoken. You have a message to bring. It might be an urge to write or speak on topics that are close to your heart. You may also simply have the need at a soul level to share from the heart with others when you are engaged in conversations. The oracle says, your voice is part of your power. It is important to use it. There's a little poem here. I'm just going to read it. Life begins with love. To complete itself again, symmetry is born. I love this. Look how beautiful this is. Thank you, Spirit. All right, let's see. All right, I'm getting a little push. Let me see. They want me. Oh, look. And you know what's interesting? Yin Yang Lover. I hadn't noticed. That's got the infinity symbol on it. It's a number 8. All right, just gorgeous. Thank you, Spirit. All right, I will take a quick look. See if there's anything. Okay, the force of attraction is stronger than your conscious control. There's no need to fight this inner genius. You can learn to speak the language instead of the inner genius. What is it that pulls you close? What is it that holds so much light for you? Why do you fight it? Don't step away from what you really love to grab hold of a second prize. Why not claim the first prize in your life, your own energy? It is there waiting for you. It's yours alone. No one can claim your own divine birthright. Your heart always knows it's important to listen. If you still can't hear, then just allow yourself to feel. This oracle's message is that no matter whether you seem to be heading closer to your goal or further away, you are making real spiritual progress at this time. And what you want is the same thing that is wanting you. What you are seeking is seeking you. It is only a matter of time before fulfillment arrives. All right, thank you, Spirit. Beautiful. Let's just get a couple words about the Beauty Way. Again, I believe self-explanatory, but just because. All right, let's see. What number is that? Number 4. So that is from the Mystical Shaman Oracle. The Beauty Way is both a path that you travel and a daily practice. The path is where you choose to perceive only beauty before you, behind you, all around you, as you journey through your life. The practice is when you take action to bring beauty into every situation you are in. When things get ugly, you act to bring integrity and peace to a difficult encounter. When everyone else perceives only darkness, you point out the light and help uncover the hidden treasures. The Beauty Way invites you to create beauty in your life and to recognize the beauty inside yourself and others. Make sure to stop and smell the roses, take a deep breath, look up at the stars, and recognize the splendor that surrounds you. See the beauty in whatever situation you find yourself in, and you will receive the lesson that life is teaching you in a kind and gentle way. All right, beautiful. All right, gang, so we're going to jump in, okay? Like I said, everybody ready? Let me just grab a sip of coffee. Okay. All right, Spirit. Please give us the messages for beautiful Aries. What is it they need to know? They're talking about this. Yeah. Okay, Aries. So this is the theme. That's you standing in this moment. Ooh, it's beautiful. The warrior of art. You know, I was talking about all the energy that you have and the way you stream it out. There it literally is. You see? My guides, forgive me, they always say, do you see? Do you get what we're talking about? That's what they're asking me in my head while I'm talking to you. Often, like, are you being clear enough? Do you think they get it? So that is the Sacred Passage tomb at Newgrange in Ireland. If you don't know anything about that place, it's a huge vortex of energy, literal history and herstory, It's a World Heritage site. Go and look it up on the internet, okay? Um, there's a lot to be known about that place. So we see the warrior of art standing there. He's a warrior. He has no weapons. He has no shoes. He has come into and through and out of the passage tomb. Hang on, I'm getting a phone call. It may be interrupting my computer. If it does, just bear with me. So he's come through his path and he's walked out on the light. He holds this energy in his hand. He's been completely transformed. He went in there, my guide said, with the ravens around his head, and he comes out with the doves. So he does battle, quote unquote, with love energy. All right. This is the Knight of Cups. That's how your energy stands. Because of all of this, you know that you are here in the world to do something that has to do with love energy. All right, hang on, get my cards all confused. So let's find out what you're going to do with it. All right. If you're new to my readings, we're going to unfold a couple of lines, one here and one there. This is your human life. What's the energy that you're going to experience over this next week and going forward into 2020, because we have turned the corner now. And Pluto and Saturn are ever so slowly coming closer and closer and closer into conjunction. And praise be to all the beautiful Capricorns and Earth signs, helping to bring destruction and rebirth to this place. And so Aries, as a light being, as a light worker, this is your part, okay? And obviously, it affects everything you do and who you are. Look, Spirit, thank you. Oh, I literally just got, my whole body just went straight into chills. That's exactly what I just said. If you need to pause and go backwards 5 seconds, go back and listen to what I just said, okay? That is the sacred pathfinder. Do you see the radiant energy, Aries? It is all around this man. It is male energy. Okay, so you're working with male energy this week. This part is the feminine, okay? Creating and spinning out the seeds. And then obviously, in a yin-yang kind of way, your energy moves into the masculine. That which ignites, that which moves the process forward. Taking the seeds, if you will, and with sacred vision, highly activated at the heart chakra, in connection with the universe, standing with all the radiant power that exists, and you see the blue garment, this person has gone through a transformation. That's why they're a king. You see the passion hanging off their cloak? Really intense colors. We see the raven. This person has been through the birth, life, death, rebirth process and stands in their full radiant energy. We see the sun behind him. All right, so you step out of the passage tomb like this, and that's who you become in your human life. This is intense and extremely beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. So that's the King of Cups. All right, you are transforming. You come out emerged as the Knight of Cups, and the first step, you know, when you sort of get fully into yourself, King of Cups, you carry the sacred power of King Lu, the sacred pathfinder. All right, Spirit, there's a little more. So you are going to be having this position within your love relationship. All right, this is how you will be. This is how your partner, your person will feel about you this week. All right, my guides want that. Yeah, look. Aries, it's on. Okay? Understand that you, as a radiant force of energy in this world, you are assisting the earth sign, all the other signs, okay? Because they're all wrapped up in this. This is your piece of the tapestry that my guides have been talking about for 2.5, going on 3 years since I've been here. We're talking about quantum physics. We're talking about strings of energy. We're talking about the fractal existence that describes the entire universe. This is your part. You are literally working with the energy of the sun, radiant energy. You stand in this place. You have come through a rite of passage, Aries. You are a master now. All your tools are hanging at your back, and you work with the fire energy. And you look into the void, and you are creating, and nobody can see it because your radiant energy is invisible. That's the nature of that kind of radiant energy. Really interesting. And you know what? You'll have to write me some messages and let me know. But because we're describing this process, you might be engaged with an earth sign or an air sign, because those are the two most prominent energies there, right? Since seeds are going out on the wind and the tree is standing there bound to the earth. So I'd be curious to know about that. All right, let's find out what's going on for Aries, a sacred lover. All right, my guides wanted that. Yeah, look, Aries, please make sure to take some time for yourself this week. It's going to be critically important because you're meant to be standing in your energy like this, okay? Let me see if I can make this so that they don't fall down. Can you tell I'm a fussy Virgo? Of course you can. All right, so you're going to be in your place, doing your job, working with the energy directly in connection with the divine. The courtship of knowledge is the Three of Pentacles, and it's about that notion that you are literally standing in the temple. You are building the temple, and you are in direct connection with the divine. And we see that in that depiction. There's somebody who looks like a craftsperson, and they're standing up, on a stool, on a bench, and they literally have their tools in their hand. And the divine comes along, the power holders, the wisdom holders, and says, okay, let's review. Let's look at the plans. Let's make sure we're all on the same page. Do you need anything? Can we help you? Because we have all the abundance that you need while you are building the temple. I think I'm gonna burst into tears. Whew. So that's the work that I'm intending to do. That's why I'm leaving here after all these many years of being cloistered in this place. It is just time for me to ignite the tapestry, okay? That's how I'm building the temple, and you'll be doing it in a million ways that are relevant to you and to your life and where your passion lies. And think about all the ways it's going to affect your love life. So make sure to be really clear in yourself. Make time for yourself. You may really feel this yin-yang blank shield. My guys just started talking about Shakti, fire energy, okay? All right, let's see what we've got. Okay, interesting. So while you're coming through this, you're going to be perfecting your energy by releasing your fears. So yeah, I think a lot of you may be connected with an earth sign. That's the sacred Celtic god Rune. Sits in the forest, an antlered king, right? Often in the form of a stag. We see this person holding a snake because they are in a constant cycle of transformation. That's where you're at. This is going to bring you to a very profound next stage of transformation because of the way the energy is coming forward, because you have emerged. Now, do you see? You are emerging. And so whatever is meant to happen because of this emergence, that's the energy. And this is the bridge card that connects your soul circuit to your human life. So we see this godlike creature, this divine creature, earth creature, fascinatingly, sitting in their place upon the earth, one hand on transformation, the other hand on the human realm through the jewelry they're holding, as the soul above begins to conquer and release its fears. See what's happening? Powerful. So whatever is meant to heal away from you, my guides are saying, that's what's going on as a result of the way you emerge now and the way your seeds are coming forward. When you look forward, okay, a couple things. Let me see what's here. Yeah, my guides want all of this. Okay, releasing fears. Some fears may come up, Don't fear the fears, my guides are saying. Just stay in this place. Work with the energy that you have. Work with the guides, the angels, the ascended masters. I don't care anymore what words anybody puts on that stuff. I really don't, because I understand the energetics of it. So, yes, as this energy rises and is utilized, you're going to be releasing your fears. Some things may come up. Here's why. Again, the perfecter of energy. That's the world card. So you're starting a new cycle. We're being informed about the cycle that's coming forward. When you release your fears, it does, of course, for all of us, it always perfects our energy. But there you are as depicted as an energetic being. And again, my guides are talking about just the invisible made tangible. If you were to make pictures about the energy, that's what they would be. And so there's the world card. There's your energy. Do you see the Kundalini awakening? And we see that your partner's having it too. So in your own station, you will have this experience. You have all the tools you need. There's going to be an awakening. I love this little breastplate. It describes so much about the petals of wisdom that you're going to be picking up. And if I can get the light to come into the camera, there we go. You see the swastika. So going forward in the next year, there will be more turning and more awakening in every season that comes forward. But you have been prepared to do battle together with Pluto and Capricorn. Okay, that's what my guys are talking about this morning. So as we turn the corner and finish releasing whatever fears might cause a problem, that is the place into which you are traveling. So my guides are, all right, hang on a second. Let me just see. A lot of cards came out. Spirit, what do you want to do with them? You know what? I'm going to ask my guides to pull them out. It's too many. Okay, Spirit, can you please pull out? Okay, now they're talking about this one. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. There you go. So the foundation of art is a Six of Cups. So this is about you in your soul circuit far across the universe. It's a story about a sacred king whose knowledge apprentices, students, would go into, it's linked to the King of Battle, so we might see that coming out here. Anyways, the initiates, if you will, would go into a hut and be plunged into darkness in order to open the third eye and to be in touch with the universe. To gather up knowledge and wisdom, bring it back, they would put a stone on their hearts to help them stay awake. Just enough irritation, just enough discomfort, if you will. So the foundation of art, the Six of Cups, reaching into, okay, here's what's coming through, all right? It's not exactly correctly worded, but I'm going to do my best. Reaching in to the cycle of your past incarnations to pull forward whatever bits of knowledge are meant to be pulled forward for you and by you into this moment. And then they would emerge from the hut and recite the wisdom that they had gained. Okay, so that's what that's about. So when you perfect your energy, that's what's going to be going on. You're really going to pull some forward, some true insight, and it's going to be energetically. It may not come to you in thought, okay? Just so you know, just so you understand. All right, let's see. Spirit, can you give us... Yeah, okay. They want the split. All right, I'm going to just take it. There we go. The dreamer of growth. It's the star card. While you are across having your journey, you are going to be conjoined with the sacred mind of the universe. You're going to be having visions. You're going to have dreams. You have the potential to manifest. It's not so much about manifesting things. It's about manifesting destiny in the way my guides were talking about, working together with Pluto and Capricorn and the energies that come forward, Saturn, etc. So you are part of the team. of light workers that are bringing this forward. All right. And here's the last card for you, your outcome, quote unquote. Dialogue of battle. So that's what my guys were talking about, the king of battle. So in some way, they're saying this card is representative of both of those things. Eagle vision. Climbing to the top of your mountain, so to speak, deep on the inside. Decision-making time. How will I take my energy forward? What are the decisions I need to make when I am fully invested in the sacred realm with my energy? So go onto the web and look up eagles there about divine vision. The highest type of vision and messaging from the divine. Their feathers have always been thought to have a lot of power, and you are touching it. You are hand in hand now. Beautiful, Aries. All right. Goodness. All right. So here's your partner. Okay, Spirit, now I understand why all those cards came out. So let's look at your partner, okay? Through this shamanic connection of the beauty way, each of you has their own journey and their own gifts to harvest and to offer. So your beautiful lover, whoever that might be, or your quantum partner, if it's not a lover, it matters not, my guides are saying. The woman of knowledge, also coming through or developing as a result of a connection, the birth, life, death, rebirth process. She has been through her own healing. She has light at her head now, illustrated by the blonde hair. She's kneeling at a gravestone, and it's her brother that's buried there. Flowers and herbs grow up from his bones through the stone, and she's there to harvest them, to continue the birth, death, rebirth, life cycle, okay? And to use that which comes from, okay, my guys just said the little blue death. Factors of her own healing from her own death and rebirth cycle. That's what's going on with your partner, okay? And it's because of the snake energy. So let's pause there. Okay, my guys want this one. Let's pause there. That's the great balancer. We'll get that. But I want to read to you about snake, okay? I think, in case you don't know, it's an important notation to have, my guides are saying. All right. So snake energy is shamanic energy. It's Kundalini awakening. It brings forward a lot of power. It can be enormously challenging to deal with, and it can feel very overwhelming. But have no doubt that your partner's going through a massive transformation. Okay? And you gotta love them, nurture them, leave them alone. You cannot, nor should you, try to attempt to have any effect on them. They're meant to transform in the way that's unique and uniquely important for them. So just love them, give them some space if they need it, and attend to this, because you have your own work to do. Beautiful, Aries. And it's bringing a lot of light. And you two share the light in the ways that you do. And there's an extreme amount of beauty and a lot of energy turning. So snake is about transmutation. Snake medicine people are very rare. Their initiation, involves experiencing and living through multiple snake bites, which allows them to transmute all poisons, whether they are mental, physical, spiritual, or emotional. The power of snake is the power of creation. Thank you, Spirit. It embodies sexuality, psychic energy, alchemy, reproduction, and ascension or immortality. The transmutation of the life, death, rebirth cycle is exemplified by the shedding of snake's skin. It is the energy of wholeness, cosmic consciousness, and the ability to experience anything willingly and without resistance. It is the knowledge that all things are equal in creation, and that those things which might be experienced as poison can be eaten, ingested, and transmuted if one has a proper state of mind. Thoth, the Atlantean, later returned as Hermes and was the father of alchemy. He used the symbol of two snakes intertwining around a sword to represent healing, and that has come forward as the Two of Cups in the Tarot. Complete understanding and acceptance of the male and female within each organism creates a melding of the two into one, thereby producing divine energy, what people call divine partnership. Okay? My guides call it quantum. You have your own word, no doubt. This medicine teaches you on a personal level that you are a universal being. And through accepting all aspects of your life, you can bring about transmutation of the fire medicine. This fire energy, when functioning on the material plane, creates passion, desire, procreation, and physical vitality. On the emotional plane, it becomes ambition, creation, resolution, dreams. On the mental plane, it is intellect, power, charisma, leadership. When the snake energy reaches the spiritual plane, it becomes wisdom, understanding, wholeness, and connection to the Great Spirit. If you have chosen this symbol, there is a need within you to transmute some thought, some action, or some desire, so that wholeness may be achieved. This is heavy magic, but remember, magic is nothing more than a change in consciousness. So become the magician or the enchantress, transmute the energy, and accept the power of the fire. Wow. All right, so holy Moses, the two of you are igniting each other in a way that is just profound and gorgeous, isn't it? So while your partner is picking the flowers, the seeds, if you will, from their past, maybe from their past lifetimes as well, as they go through this rotation with the snake energy. You see the I don't know if I showed this to you. You see my guides have just said seeds again. The eggs, right? Fertility, about everything that's meant to come forward. This is so fascinating. I love it. So obviously, part of the cycle is balancing. So that is the sacred goddess Elena. Do you see how she has been split open at the central meridian and looks like she's been resewn? She's standing in the universe, balancing the energy. This would be the card for Libra. So again, air sign, indication, possibly. Okay, here we see Earth in a sense, but my guides are talking all about the fire. So you've got it all going for you, I think, both of you. I think when you're spinning out the energies, you are somehow encapsulating and spinning out the energy of the tapestry in a way that's somewhat complete while you go. Or maybe, all right, what my guide said is you are experiencing the energy of the tapestry, the energy of the fractal within yourself. Yeah. And more notions on that, okay? But let's just put that in that spot and leave the thought there. My guides are saying let you spin it out for your own life. So this is someone who became the sacred seafarer, the guidepost, helping seafarers, journeyers, find their way. We're talking about journeying again out into the universe. Do you see the indications there? So a lot going on with your partner. Here's the eruption of light, and we see it in the card. So let's get a couple more cards, and we'll move on to the runes, okay, gang? I was really the readings for last week were so filled with energy, so long. I thought, okay, Spirit, can we trim it back a little bit? And I see the answer is no, not really, because when the energy's moving, you just have to be there. All right, hang on. All right, they're asking me to do this. I'm not going to look at that. Yeah. Okay, so a little bit of a confirmation. That is the adventure of art. Destiny is turning. This person is recapturing some essential vibration that perhaps has been dormant within them. Perhaps they utilized it in a past lifetime. It is about a test, in a sense. That sacred harp, that instrument of weaving energy together through the arts, my guides are saying, was taken away in a battle, a tribal type of battle, and the cantor, the singer, the poet, the holder of wisdom that gets passed down with words, they knew it was going to damage the tribe, psychologically. It was going to have this impact. So he had to go to the enemy encampment. He went under cloak of night. He sat outside the camp, unseen, unheard, began to chant, recite the poetry until this instrument vibrated enough. And again, we're talking about Kundalini. If you don't understand, I'm just going to say it. And then it rose through the air and came back to him. And he tucked it under his cloak and he walked home. So you are clearly retrieving something while you're going through this eruption of light. All right. So you see how this is my guides just said, stop right there. So I'm just going to put the split down. Okay. No, they're saying no. All right. So note the story I just told you. When your instrument, your energy, your strings of vibration are recaptured through the snake bite and the rise of Kundalini, you then come out of this Seven of Cups moment and you come all the way into your power. Major Arcana, the rememberer of sacred lore. This is the story. And again, do you see how it's male energy? I really love it. Do you see the circle around this person? I'm going to read to you from the book about this, but it's a little story about, again, the sacred cantor. It's about the mystical. When this comes forward and the mystical part of this journey comes into its placement, my guides are saying, then you also emit energy. Whoever this person is, write to me and tell me who your partner is. I want to know what their sign is. I want to know for my own reasons, please. And it has to do with the tapestry and the work I'm going to be doing. Who are you connecting with? All right, tell me the sign. I want to know the sun sign and the rising sign at minimum. Okay, if you would, please, my sweet loves. So this is the person who sits by the side of the road and plays the harp and sings the sacred songs. And it draws travelers to them, and they get attached to his ear. There's some kind of a fairy tale about that. So let's read a little bit, okay, about this beautiful rememberer, the rememberer of sacred lore. And of course, because we're talking about all sacred matters, that's the Hierophant. That's sacred, the highest sacred male energy that we have notions about in a sense. Okay. All right, let's see. So the rememberer, where are my little glasses? The divinatory meaning. It's about tradition, meditation, the exposition of ideas, sacred remembrance, genius, performance, spiritual counsel, sacred lore, faithful maintenance of the sacred lore. The rememberer shows Ogma, the god of language and eloquence, and the creator of the Yogam alphabet. In Ireland, he is given the name something that I can't pronounce, which means sun-faced. In Gaul and in other parts of the Celtic world, a native deity with a club was identified by the Romans as cognate with Hercules. The Gaulish Ogmios was said to be an old man who pulled men along tethered by chains that linked his tongue to their ears. The men were enthralled by his eloquence. This was the experience of anyone who heard the Celtic poet, the bard. So bards held the tribal lore in their memory. They were able to relate hundreds of stories and reach into their trained memories to speak authoritatively on legal, genealogical, and divinatory matters. The sprigs that we see surrounding him are gorse, and it is the glory of the heath land. Its golden blooms appear early in the season and continue to color the landscape when winter is virtually at the door. The soul wisdom is this: the rememberer of lore transmits the wisdom of traditions by which we all live. The essential lore that we need to keep forever before us is sung by this sacred bard. What song is guiding you at this time? So remember, we're talking about your lover, your sacred other, your quantum partner. Understand the power that's going on between the two of you and how it's melding together in the way that it's doing. So you're each coming into your power set point. And then, of course, you're going to go forward again. It's going to be really fascinating. Can't wait to see. I hope my guides speak about this soon, the progression of this, because I think what happens is week by week messages come out for individual groupings of the Aries folks, depending on your rising sign and the other things in your chart. I think that's how that works. I think I'm getting it now. So the next part of this will come forward, maybe not next week, but let's hope so. All right, so as you come forward and this process bears fruit, I believe it will be, okay, my guides are saying a whole bunch of words that basically mean aligned with the full moon that's coming in September. All right, it'll be mid-September. This is the moon card. Obviously, it is the imaginer of harmony. So while they're going through their transformation, obviously, and you want similar things, you want to be in harmony together. That's why they're going, that's why, aside from their own personal journey, your lover's going on this journey because they want to be in harmony with you. They want all the mystery to come to the surface, anything that's hidden to be revealed. So I think there are some secrets that are going to come out. As we always say with the moon card, things are going to be revealed. And I think it's about their journey. They're going to reveal themselves to you a little bit more, Aries. So the imaginer of harmony, do you see that? Okay, my guy's saying a rendition. All right. Pisces energy, as they come through this journey, it's about universal consciousness, and they're diving deep into the ocean of universal consciousness to retrieve whatever gifts are there for them. So this vessel, if you're new and you don't know, it's a golden magic vessel, of course. You can get in there and put your hands on the oars and sail away to any place that you can imagine. So, your lover may be a little distant from you. It's okay. Let them sail. Let them set sail to their own destination, okay? Whatever that might be. And know that you are energetically in perfect union, in a sense, while you're each going through your own. Okay, my guides are saying process manifestation. Don't worry about the factors of the relationship. Just be with the energy. Okay? Please. I think that's where we're at. Things are going to unfold, but they are turning. There's a great turning happening. So let it turn. Oh my gosh. Look, the King of Battle. Okay, he's gonna be the capper on the reading. But there's one other card that came out first, okay? So there's the end of the story, so to speak. All right. This person is going to be getting really in touch with the yin yang of their own energy. And in a sense, this is the result. This is part of the goal of this great turning of energies that you're both experiencing. It is the beauty pathway. And, I think it's your partner that's really expressing this as a goal. It's a story about a couple. The feminine had to go through a great transformation. She was held back from her lover. She was not able to reach him. She was in a great banquet hall. They were celebrating a wedding. She resolved the spell that was put on her by flying into the mouth of a woman at the banquet. And she was immediately reborn, transformed. She was able to run to her lover. They were able to grasp each other. They ran to the fireplace. My guides are saying, okay, listen carefully. Euphemistically, okay? They ran together to the fireplace, the place of fire. And they stepped in and they rose up through the chimney. And as they were rising, they turned into swans. They mated for life and they flew away. So, fascinating. I've talked a lot. I'm just going to leave the allegories there with you, okay? If you want to spend some more time, go to the web and look at Mythical Ireland. Fabulous fellow whose name escapes me at the minute. He's got a wonderful, wonderful website. It's all done out of love. He's many videos. One of his videos is about the sacred swan and the story behind it. And you may have to search around. If I can find it, I'll put a link below. Okay. It's a story about lovers trying to find each other, similar kind of thing. Okay. So you got to go through your transformation. All right. So here's the last card, the King of Battle, connected to this woman. All right. Her brother was a great mystical healer. He healed the King of Battle, whose hand was cut off in a battle. Do you see the full moon there again? Okay, that's when this is coming to fruition in some way. All right. You're going through the processes of the beginning. It's going to come to some fruition. My guides are saying the first station of its fruition on the full moon. I believe. Can't be right for everybody, but those are the indications, the way we see them here, pardon me. All right, so this woman, her brother healed the King of Battle. He fell off of his throne. He was not allowed to sit on his throne unless he was complete and whole as a human being. So he was a warrior. He fell off his battle. Do you see how he's sitting in a graveyard? My guides want you to look into the reflection of the two cards together and understand the story. So he was murdered in a way, right? Fell off his energy, fell off his throne, lost his power, had to go through his own death, rebirth cycle. Sits in the mystical realm while that is occurring in connection with the cycles of the moon. Daylight comes. The person who healed him because of rivalry and etc. was murdered. His sister goes to the grave of the magician who healed the King of Battle. Because you just can't kill that magician. You might be able to change his form, his or her form, right? So she goes, picks the bounty that still exudes itself from that person for healing the King of Battle, who did get a healing. His real hand grew back, and he ascended back to his throne through an intensely mystical process. So we're talking about your lover. I mean, I just think, right? Or maybe it's conjoined with the whole story. Let's get some runes. You tell me what you think this is about. I always love your interpretations. Gorgeous spread. Thank you, Spirit, so much. All right, let's get... Okay, my guides want me to just pull one rune. Let's see if I'm willing to do that. Depends on what comes up, Spirit, okay? And just give it to me, whatever you want. Ask it, please, to fly into my hand. Okay, they're telling me to turn the bag. All right, thank you, Spirit. What is it? Came out upside down. Let me see. Hang on, I'm almost afraid to turn it over. Berkana. All right, thank you, Spirit. Let's see, where does that belong? Let's put it right there. Okay, between the two of you. Berkana is about growth. That's why the spinner of growth is the central point in the reading. Okay, that energy. Pardon me, gang. Let's see. I'm using the Book of Runes by Ralph Blum. If you don't know, and if you'd like to pick this up, you can get it on Amazon, and it's like $15. It's really cheap. Okay, 123. Hang on. So this is about the birch tree, which when you burn birch bark, it burns extremely brightly. So I like how the metaphor is going all the way through. It's about growth. It's about rebirth. It is signified by the birch tree. Berkana is another of the cycle runes. It represents a form of fertility that fosters growth both symbolically and actually. The growth may occur in affairs of the world, in family matters, in the relationship of the self to the self, or to the divine. This is a rune that leads to blossoming and ripening. Berkana is concerned with the flow of beings into their new forms. Thank you, Spirit. Its action is gentle, penetrating, and pervasive. What is called for here is to consider your issue with care and awareness. First, it is important to disperse resistance. Okay, so Aries, that's what this is. Okay? Then, after you disperse the resistance, accomplish the work. For this to happen, your will, and this is the challenger of will, your will must be clear and your motives must be correct. Any dark corner should be cleansed. All right, they want me to pull this out because this is what they're talking about. Okay? The challenger of will. The devil card, by the way. You're meant to unchain yourself from whatever remaining things are going on that keep you contained because your energy is meant to radiate. All right? Any fear that you have of yourself, time to put it down. Okay? Time to unchain yourself. Okay, so all dark corners should be cleansed, and this must be carried out diligently and sometimes with expert help. That's why it's at the bridge card. So if you need help, get it. If there's any little lingering issue within you, go get some therapy, go get a healing. My guides just said zero balancing, go to the chiropractor, go to the homeopath. Bring your energy into balance. Okay, massage, they're going on and on. All those ways, okay? Modesty, patience, fairness, and generosity are called for. Once resistance is dispersed and rectification carried out and seen to hold firm, then through steadfastness and right attitude, this blossoming can occur. And that's it. So that's for both of you. This epic story that you're living out in the reflection of each other, each in your own place, independently, together, if you know what I mean, okay? And it is a King of Battle story. It's a reflection of these notions that are tied up in the story about how you lose your power and how you get it back and how the cycles of the moon affect you in the season that we're in, all right? So, beautiful Aries, thank you so much for being here. It's been an astounding journey to do this reading for you this week. I really appreciate it. Please remember to click the like button and feed the YouTube algorithm beast, as I call it. And I'll look forward to seeing you next week and to hearing all your messages. Thanks, everyone.